People there are calling for a whole range of measures, from the more routine to the more controversial. What might we expect to hear today?
We'll be hearing from the Federal Interior Minister, Thomas de Maizière, Jeannie, and he's expected to be talking about speeding up the deportation of dangerous foreigners, as well as people who've made asylum applications in this country and had them refused. He will also, it is assumed, be talking about lessening the confidentiality restraints on doctors. If a doctor has a patient he feels might be poised to commit an act of violence, political violence, to hurt people in some way, well, he will be able to go to the authorities much more easily. And finally, they will probably be installing many more video cameras, public surveillance technology in the metro, in the train stations, and in public places. Those are the things the federal government is reported to be thinking about announcing in just 2 hours now.
Now, Nick, one thing to bear in mind is that Germany's political system might actually stop some of these more controversial measures in their tracks. Tell us about that.
You're right. It's federation here, of course, and the controversial measures are really coming up from the land or the regions, and they will be talked about next week when the Interior Minister meets with his Interior Minister counterparts from the right-wing regions. And those measures include a burqa ban. You don't see a lot of burqas in Germany, so it's not really clear what that will amount to beyond symbolism. There's also a ban on ending double citizenship for many nationals. Now, that basically targets the 3.5 million Turkish Germans who just got double citizenship possibility when a new coalition government was formed. That's not likely to go through because this is a coalition government here in Berlin running the whole federation with the Social Democrats who fought hard for this measure. So that's not likely to happen either. However, something that might happen is more policemen, more police officers, policemen and policewomen, 15,000 more by 2020. That is something that very likely could be announced next week. However, it has to go through the higher house, the Bundesrat, the Senate here in Berlin, before any of this becomes legislation. So a lot of other measures being talked about next week. The stuff that's being talked about just today is more likely to see the day, and that's more video surveillance, maybe more flexibility for doctors, and the expediting of the expulsion of failed asylum applicants.